Welcome everybody. Today I'll be showing you my Lightsworn Bestial Horus deck. This deck is pretty crazy. I mean, the ability to generate value by milling almost the entire deck is insane. Basically what you want to do is rip a few cards from your opponent's hand with Iframe Lord Omega or Chaos Dragon Levianeer, and you can even recycle Omega with this pattern. Or you can end on a pretty powerful board like Appaloosa with 4 negates and Chaos Angel. Or you can activate transaction rollback on your opponent's turn and take effect of Shiranui Trap, which prevents your opponent from special summoning. We also play Beatrice. You don't really need it, you end up milling both of these traps anyway, but if you don't, you can make Beatrice and mill them by the effect, and you can make Beatrice pretty easily with Malicious or Bestials. That's it, let's get to the replays. Here we are playing against a Yubel player, and this is one of the craziest combos you can get. I ended up milling Garrett pretty early, and this card just generates so much advantage for you, because every time Lightsworn mills a card, you can mill additional 2 cards and draw a card for every Lightsworn you milled. And yeah, we just end up summoning a bunch of monsters. And here we are going for Iframe Lord Omega, rip a card out of their hand, make this pattern and return Omega, rip another card. And both cards ended up being super poly, which is pretty funny. So we search Chaos Dragon Levianeer and shuffle a card from their hand to the deck, and they are just on 2 cards now. Also we make Appaloosa with 4 materials, we make Chaos Angel, and here I messed up actually, because I activated Punishment Dragon effect and return transaction rollback and Shiranui Trap back to our deck, so I couldn't stop opponent from special summoning, and they tried to clear our board, but obviously with so much negates they have absolutely no chance. They ended up just passing. We summon Levianeer and pop 2 cards in their field. We get rid of Yubel with SP Little Knight, but I messed up again and Levianeer couldn't attack, so they got another turn actually. But yeah, I just make Beatrice and prevent them from special summoning. Get rid of Yubel with SP Little Knight again, and you can use King Sarcophagus to destroy any card if Horus monster attacks, and that's pretty much it. Here we are playing against Branded, and we start by going for King Sarcophagus and making Photon Lord to prevent our opponent from Nibiruing us. I usually go for that line if I have access to Horus monsters in the beginning. Otherwise I would go for Zombie Vampire if I don't have any extenders in the hand. I just want to say how ridiculous Malicious on 3 in this deck is, and we end up making Omega, rip a card and make this pattern, return Omega and rip another card, which means our hands were pretty good in both of these games, because you don't usually make 2 Omegas. But yeah, our opponent just surrenders because there's just no chance. Here we are going second against Melodious deck, which also got some new support in the Legacy of Destruction. They summoned the new fusion monster Baha and make Scales and Pendulum Summon, and then go for the new fusion monster, which has interruption on the opponent's turn, and they end up passing here. We start by activating Charge, milling Wolf, and summoning Garrett, activating Dragonling, which activates also Garrett's effect, but they ended up Weathering the Garrett, which is a pretty good play, because it generates so much advantage. Here they use the fusion effect, returning 2 cards to the hand, They ashed the Wise here, which is pretty good for them, and also they used Callby on the Dragonling effect in the graveyard, but even through all that we summoned Chaos Angel and they lost some time, but I don't think they had a chance there. And this is the deck profile once again, card by card. A couple of side notes. The deck is a bit bricky. I would say I bricked about 2 to 3 games out of 10, which is not the greatest, but you can swap some cards for more consistency. For example, the transaction rollback package, I was playing without it and the deck performed pretty good as well. But these are just final nail in the coffin to prevent your opponent from doing anything. Also, of course, if you know you're going second, you should probably side out all the traps and possibly the bestials for hand traps. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one.